All right, let's dive in. In today's issue, we're following the epic saga of our hero, Captain BTC, as he faces his biggest challenge yet, the February fear. I'm talking panic in the streets, skies red with sell orders, the whole market is shaking. The big question is, can our hero survive this? Well, let's crack open this comic and find out. So our story kicks off in the cold, brutal month of February 2026. In the scene, it's just pure chaos. After this absolutely massive run-up, Captain BTC finds himself under a brutal attack, ambushed by the forces of volatility and, just plain old doubt. Okay, here it is. This is the front line of the battle, mid-February, and our hero is just desperately trying to hold the line at $68,722. I mean, think about it. Just a few months back, he was flying high. Now, he is literally in the fight of his life.
And the scale of this hit, it's just staggering. I mean, from a heroic peak of over $126,000, Captain BTC got knocked down by nearly 50%. This is not some minor skirmish, folks. This is a full-blown crisis, and it's sending shockwaves of pure panic across the entire market.
And you can just feel the mood on the street, right? The Fear and Greed Index, that thing that measures market sentiment, it's flashing a score of just 8 out of 100. That's not just fear. That is literally extreme fear. The city's lost hope, and a lot of people are starting to wonder, is this it? Is this the end for Captain BTC?
But look, to really understand if Captain BTC can get back up, we've got to go back. We need to look at his origin story. Because you know what? This is not his first rodeo against overwhelming odds. Every great hero has a past that forges them into who they are.
So let's rewind. Our hero started from nothing, literally. Born back in 2009 from the Genesis block, his value was 0, a big fat nothing, just an idea. Then, in 2010, he makes his first real-world appearance. You've all heard the story. 10,000 of his coins get traded for 2 pizzas. Fast forward to 2012, right after his first halving event, and he's worth a measly $12. Talk about from nothing to something, right?
And that's really the key thing about our hero, isn't it? His power is absolutely legendary, but so is his volatility. These insane crashes, these epic falls from the top, they're not a bug, they're a feature. It's all woven right into the fabric of who he is.
I mean, just look at these battle scars. An 86% beat down after 2013, an 84% knockout punch after 2017, and a 77% blow after 2021. Every single time, he's taken hits that are way worse than what he's facing today. And what happens? Every single time, he comes back stronger than ever.
So, what's the secret sauce here? What gives Captain BTC this incredible strength to just get back up again and again after every brutal fall? Well, let's take a peek under the hood and look at the sources of his power. Okay, first up is this really unique superpower that's literally baked into his DNA. It's called the halving. So, roughly every 4 years, his own code automatically slashes the creation of new Bitcoin in half. What does that do? It creates this predictable supply shock, which makes him scarcer over time. It's like a built-in power-up that happens on a schedule.
And the results? Whoa, they've been absolutely explosive. After the 2012 halving, the price rocketed from just $12 to over $1,000. After 2016, it went from $650 to nearly $20,000. And after the 2020 halving, it jumped from around $8,500 all the way to $69,000. You see the pattern? Each halving has basically been the starting pistol for one of his most legendary bull runs.
But this current fight, this one's different. See, our hero isn't fighting alone this time around. There's a powerful new force that's just stepped into the arena. He's now got the ETF Alliance on his side. Yeah, these spot Bitcoin ETFs have brought in the institutional heavyweights. We're talking the big guns, the cavalry. They bring legitimacy, they bring a ton of demand, and maybe most importantly, they bring this defensive backstop. So when Captain BTC gets knocked down, these powerful allies with their deep pockets and long-term game plans, they tend to step in and buy the dip. And that creates a much stronger floor than he's ever had before. Okay, so you've got his built-in resilience, you've got his halving superpower, and now you've got these powerful new allies. So, what do the oracles of finance predict for Captain BTC's future? What's in the cards? Well, the prophecies are in, and wow, they are overwhelmingly bullish. We've got major players like Standard Chartered and JP Morgan calling for a comeback to the $150,000, even $170,000 level. And then you've got some, like Fundstrat,
who are calling for a truly heroic flight up to $250,000. Wild. So yeah, while nobody knows the exact peak, pretty much all the forecasts are pointing towards a massive recovery, one that would see Captain BTC just smash through his old all-time high. The common theme here is a powerful move up, with most of those predictions really clustering in that strong 150 to 170K range.
So what does all this mean for you? You know, the regular folks watching this epic battle from the sidelines. How do you even begin to navigate the chaos when our hero is locked in a fight this volatile?
Well, in times like these, you usually see two types of people emerge. On one side, you have the panic sellers. They're driven by that gut-wrenching fear, reacting to every scary headline. And then, you have the strategic accumulators. These are the folks with a game plan. They don't see a crisis, they see an opportunity.
And one of the key strategies for those accumulators is something called dollar cost averaging, or DCA for short. It's a really disciplined way to do things. You just invest a set amount of money at a regular time, like every week or every month. It doesn't matter if Captain BTC is flying high or if he's on his knees. The whole point is to average out your buy-in price over time and take all that emotion out of the game. And really, the whole journey for an investor is summed up perfectly by this idea. The key to successful crypto investing lies not in perfect market timing, but in adapting your strategy to each phase of the cycle. It's not about being a psychic. It's about having a plan for these cycles of fear and greed, the ups and the downs that you know are coming. And that brings us to the final panel of this issue. You've got the powerful ETF alliance providing that big money support. You've got the predictable halving superpower squeezing the supply. So you just have to ask the question, is this cycle truly different for Captain BTC? Has he evolved into a new, more resilient kind of hero? Well, that's a story for the next issue. Thanks for tuning in.